Welcome back to the pointing Voyia. Now, if you are first joining me, this is your first time with me, welcome. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and if not, I hope it gets better. And remember, this channel's about love, positivity, and then once you join, you're family. And remember, you're my brother, you're my sister, you're my auntie, you're my uncle, you're all that. You're my little cousin, you're my third cousin. I don't care what you are. You're all of the, come on, we're all family in here. And friends and family. Sorry, I was reading something on my phone. We're back in this trial, and I am not too happy about it because we lost 2 people. Not just 1, but 2 people. And it was so chaotic that I have no idea what's going on. And it's just throwing me in a loop, but I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to do my best to not mess up. And if I mess up, forgive me ahead of time. But as you see what Voyia said, it's up here.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
Mm-hmm.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Oh, she is getting a little angry. We've had to deal with her for a minute now. She's getting angry.
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around!
All things have a proper order.
Oh, Voyia, you're moving up on my list. Don't move back down and talking mean to Hina. She has done nothing to you. She just wants our friends to have some type of justice. It's not fair that they're gone now, so she just wants some justice for our friends.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
Please speak your mind.
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Taka's lifeless body. That's the dolly, right?
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
But then we have to explain how Hifumi got from the 1st floor to the 3rd floor. And then we gotta figure out who snuck past everybody to get... Oh no, you know what? Hifumi came up missing first, right?
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
And of course, pass it off to me, so just in case it's wrong. Things that were used to move Taka's body. The dolly, right? Yeah, the dolly.
I got it!
There's still one more thing. Things that were used to move Taka's body. They must have been the blue tarp as well, because it has blood on it. It has blood on it, yeah.
I got it!
They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
You toss it off to me, and then you get upset because I figure it out. You were on thin ice, Voyia. What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository.
Mm-hmm.
And when we found it for the 2nd time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Right.
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room.
Yes. And there's only 3 tarps.
So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's
And
body.
there's only 3 tarps. So if there's 3 tarps and only one's missing, that means only one was used. That means that they didn't use one on Hifumi, and meaning that Hifumi was alive the whole time. I'm telling you, he was alive the whole time. Or maybe he woke up, stumbled looking for people, and again the killer tackled him and killed him in the repository again, so re-killed him. So he wasn't probably dead the first time.
That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Yes.
Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
Okay. And then it was
But
gone.
when the body disappeared, so did the
And
dolly.
I didn't even notice there was a dolly in there. That's the worst part, is that I did notice it was a dolly.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository,
The dolly and the
so
tarp.
did the dolly.
The dolly and the tarp is right there. Makoto is on his stuff today. I'm telling y'all, like, we need to give Makoto more credit because he carries this trial. Even though he sometimes needs help from Kyoko and I mess up, he still carries the trial. I'm sure if he was doing it himself, he would carry the trial.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
It has blood on it, Celeste. Explain.
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Yes, I'm sure of it. Why is she fighting against this so hard?
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room.
She's not pushing super hard, but I mean, she's legit just like, oh no, this didn't happen. Are you certain that happened? Are you certain this happened? Are you certain that this happened? Are you certain that that happened? Look, Celeste, look, we're certain that that dolly was in there. We're for sure. We went over it twice. And there were more than one person that could definitely say that it was in there.
It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
We're responding because you can't. Byakuya.
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
You know what? Just because of that comment right there, I wouldn't care if we killed you off, honestly, because she has been a thorn in my side since the beginning of this case, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was her 100%, because she is just mad annoying. She's saying she's seeing things that no one else sees. She's being attacked by other people and all this other stuff, and she's the only one that's seen Robo Justice running around killing people. Hifumi called out Hiro's name, but he didn't, like, he was on the brink of death, like he was on the edge of death. There's no way that he saw that. So you know what, Celeste, if they get you, they got you. If Monokuma gets you, I'm gonna laugh. I'm letting you know that.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
No, that's Hiro. Wow, I never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. Oh my god, a new element. A new element has been added to the truth. Oh my god, the truth bullet. And added to the bullet time battle. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, but you guys will not have to hear it. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with the next bullet time battle, we're going to add more ingredients to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the temple marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there wasn't really a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, I was sitting here reading, you guys, and I'm just sitting here thinking in my head, like, I'm sure you guys don't care if y'all heard this or not. But as far as they're telling me is that there wasn't an ammo count, and now I'm gonna have an ammo count now. But from now on, just locking onto the pressing, Jesus, I said locking on the person. Just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy no more statements, no matter how you lock on to blah 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 blah. No matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload your by pressing the tab key. Let me get my hand on the keyboard, cause let me tell y'all, I be messing up. Just like Lucky Dawn, you'll have to press the tab key in time with the temple marker. Basically, just remember that the tab key now has a functioning along with the right mouse button and the left mouse buttons. You will automatically reload at the start of the fever time, and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is on gentle, you won't have to reload at all. Okay. So I think mine is on gentle anyway, so I don't think I have to worry about that. In which case, ignore everything that I said. Goodbye. Well, good luck and have fun. Boy, you guys know I hate this. Y'all know I hate this so much with a passion.
You have it wrong.
Is it this?
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Oh my god.
I cannot agree.
Oh my.
You are a fool.
Yeah.
Lies will get you nowhere.
Yeah.
Do your worst.
Oh, I have to
miserable
reload.
Wretch. You have it wrong.
I had to
agree.
reload.
You are
I
a
had
fool.
to
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I
I
cannot
can't hit
agree.
it.
You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
I have no
Do
bullets.
your worst. You miserable wretch. You miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic.
So I
Lies will
don't
get
think
you
mine
nowhere.
is on
Do your worst. Away with
gentle.
you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Oh my god.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right
I
here.
need a moment. I need a moment, Makoto. I hate that game mode with a passion. I feel maybe it's a delay with the game or my mouse, but I feel like I'm pressing it right on point. And now I think that drains your power, so the hearts that I had, I mean, I can't mess up at all. Oh my goodness. I assumed that my thing was on gentle. Maybe I changed it. I'm not for sure. But it's like, okay, it's on gentle, so I'm fine. But it's not. Because it just said that if it was on gentle, I wouldn't have to reload. You guys, so I went to show my Huggy Wuggy bear that I cannot get past this. And then I took a nap. And then I came back. And then this is what oh god, I'm sorry you guys. I'm sorry if I sound a little different, but I just want to take a nap and it's 11 p.m. and I feel like crap now. So
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
that's true.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Which we once assumed that it was drag marks because of, I don't know, because of the way that Taka was laying. It looked like as if someone probably dragged him away.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
Probably rushing because they didn't want to get caught.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Oh yeah, we got you now, Celeste. Oh, let me tell y'all, you guys, I really needed that nap, but I feel like crap now. It's 11 p.m. Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then...
We've never seen him do it, Hina. We just never seen him do it. We just can't just pinpoint it on him.
What kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Okay. If I look back how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. Does that... Sorry if I sneeze. Does he mean... What does he mean by that? Sorry. I feel a sneeze. I feel sick, you guys.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Justice
Yeah,
costume.
the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle...
I have 1 heart, you guys.
All you'd have to do is bend over.
I think we have to
Then
shoot
you
that.
could push the dolly no problem.
So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
The dolly doesn't have to have any handles, so to push it, you have to be able to bend over. I think they want me to shoot bend over. Because if you remember... No, because... Oh man, this one is going to be hard, and I got 1 heart. Would anyone wearing the suit have been able to actually stoop down like that?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
True.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
True.
then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly
Wait,
doesn't have a handle.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Oh, no,
Then you
wrong
could push
button.
the dolly no problem.
So the killer just crouched and carted the body.
If you accept, then you
Oh my
must
god, you
realize
guys
that
that nap really twisted.
Sorry, I don't think I...
As we know,
No, Taka, and from there...
Yeah, then loaded it on.
Now, keep in mind...
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Give me a little bit of heart, please.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
Okay.
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
He's right.
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm blind as a bat in here. Oh my god. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm not gonna be able to make Tina's voice right now. That nap really did twist and turn everything. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Okay.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
So, but if it was Hero, he could bend at the waist. I mean, he possibly could have, just because Hina couldn't. Hina was short. Someone tall had to get in it to prove that you were unable to bend at the waist. But also, if you think about it, he couldn't even bend and take the suit off. So I'm assuming that he couldn't bend at the waist as well.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
True.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
Time, accuracy, blood on the footsteps or blood on the Robo Justice costume. I mean, there's plenty of things that could have stopped you.
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
And you can't see your feet? Okay, that's another thing.
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that,
Now leave it
if
off
you
on
were
a
wearing
question,
such
you
a
guys,
rigid,
when we
cumbersome
get to a
suit,
question.
it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
True.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
And I think I'm gonna leave it here, and I think this lovely angel right here is probably gonna be my thumbnail. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. If you're enjoying this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Join the family so we can do some positive, so that we can keep the channel growing. If you're not already subscribed, and make sure you do something positive today. I don't know, go get your old neighbor his mail, mow someone's lawn, go to the grocery store for someone who can't just go to the grocery store because due to the pandemic and all that good stuff. And I will see all you lovely people in the next video. Bye.